My team at this table was the only one that won this week.
You played Atlanta, bro.
It doesn't matter. Division, rival,
you played Atlanta.
matters. So I'm rubbing it in with the Atlanta colors with my team.
Do we really need to get into this?
Yes.
Do you really want to get into this? You played Atlanta.
It's okay.
Marcus Mariota.
It's a division game.
But you guys did win.
A win is a win. Can I say, did you guys' team?
Bro, I talked to you on the damn phone. You were scared like a 2-year-old that has got his toy stolen for me about the game.
I need all the wins. Yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no count.
All right. Yo, YouTubers, Spotify, Apple heads, iHeart listeners, all the fans around the world. We got this compadre community we building, and we thank y'all for being here as always. Today, I just got to say, we got an action-packed 5-round bout of knockout topics.
Yeah.
You know, so definitely wanted to say, let's get ready to rumble. Okay, we got Lance the Man in the house. We got Riz out in the his out.
What up, y'all?
And you always got your esteemed host, SB Press.
There he is.
Reporting live from Mastermind Media. Sorry about that, brother.
You can't mess that drop up, right?
I got to get that right. Reporting live from Mastermind Media.
Okay.
And also Sunnyside, LA, California.
Right.
So, compadres, let's start them off with the weirdos of the week.
Gotcha.
It's Weirdo of the Week time.
You're weird.
So
we're starting off.
So I guess I'll go ahead and just start this one off.
Okay.
Because I definitely got to hear y'all's a lot more than I want to hear mine.
Got it.
But my weirdo of the week is going to start off with Robert Sarver.
Okay.
Owner of not just the Phoenix Suns, but the Mercury as well.
Weird.
He kind of came up in a, not a conundrum, but a shit show. Just got to say that basically right now the NBA is not really doing what they should do. They're allowing this man to basically be suspended for 1 year and have to pay $10 million.
Got it.
But another individual who also did heinous things such as, you know, work-related places, making individuals feel uncomfortable, sexual remarks,
I think I know where you're going.
I know where you're going with
this. You know,
this.
so I definitely want to, you know, touch a little bit bases on that weirdo for a little bit and then swing it around. But Joe, what you think about that?
Well, I think now you look at it, you've had in the last, I'm not going to fact check this, but I think in the last 5 to 10 years, you've had 2 owners that have gotten in trouble for racism, sexism, I mean, you know, sexual misconduct. And I think the NBA wanted to protect their brand and not do it to the same person and give him a slap on the wrist instead of doing the right thing, which would be to go ahead and give them what they did, you know, the first time.
Yeah.
You know, but I that's what I believe when I read it and I think about it, when I think outside the lines that are in my head, you know, I mean, that's why I look at it. And then again, we don't know everything about the investigation or the case.
Right.
So with Donald Sterling, it was a lot different. It was that was a shit show. This is shit show too.
So don't you think they should be learning from the mistakes they've made?
But I also think, like I said, I mean, it's the brand they're trying to protect. That's the way I look at it. I mean, it's horrible either way you look at it.
One thing is that, you know, if you really break it down, because you said 2, there's Mark Cuban was involved in one, Donald Sterling, and now this guy. But it took, you know, the team to protest and actually for Donald Sterling to really see some repercussions.
So I think it's a little bit different of a case.
Yeah, it is. But
this owner was also on the ballot to vote out the last individual who did the same stuff. So why isn't it the same thing happening?
Right. Well, what were some of the allegations, man?
So some of the allegations was basically sex, you know, situations. He had a situation where he was getting a regular physical, dropped his trousers, dropped everything straight up.
Wow.
And he has private massages is also going on where he's forcing individuals to do more than what they should be doing.
Right.
Saying sexual remarks to individuals at work that get pregnant. And he'll be like, oh, I don't know if you're going to be able to come back and make the same type of money or get looked at the same way. Just a lot of things. Also, racial remarks. Using the N-word.
Right, no, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Several different times.
It's just disgusting what's going on. And I think it's more about the NBA protecting their brand than
they got to do a better job than that.
Well,
of course they do.
Any of them, they all got to protect their brands.
They just protect their brands. That's
$billion businesses. What about you, Joe? What do you got for us this week?
I'm going to go back to my beautiful neighborhood I love living in, and actually both of you experienced this weirdo.
Yeah, I second that. I live in the same neighborhood.
Me and P live pretty close to each other. I mean,
right.
he lives. I'm not going to get into it. I live in an apartment. He lives in where all the money is, but whatever. And there's this guy that he
Palatial
patrols.
Palace.
Yeah, exactly. He patrols the neighborhood, and he thinks he's some neighborhood watch guy. And I've talked to him before. He's come by. Oh yeah, you know, did you see a dog walk by? I go no, and he goes, "What's your dog's name?" Give me a dog's name. And when I go back and remember that time, and he was kind of slurring.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like, this is fucking
What time of the day is this?
It was probably, you know, later at night. Like,
Okay.
you know, it was probably like,
Benefit
I just
of
got off
doubt.
work, 10 or
Benefit of
11 or
doubt.
whatever the hell it was.
Right.
And then when I took you guys home one day and you were in the car with me, he's on the side and he's got a flashlight. And he's sitting there telling us to slow down. It wasn't like I was going a $150 down the street.
I know
was
that
going about
flashlight.
10
He
miles
did the
an hour.
same thing to me.
See, so
You
I'm
guys
doing
got
that.
those humps in your roads
and
too.
dude,
So it's
like,
not, but so fast we can go.
Yeah.
And then the thing is like, I'm sure you guys know Salinas, California, where we all grew up. We all know what the red cup is, the blue cup is, the yellow cup, all those plastic cups. We know what they're used for. One damn
Well, I'm
thing.
learning something new because yellow. I didn't even know.
No, but in green, they had all kinds of different colors, okay? But we all know what that cup is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's used for one thing, alcohol.
Yeah.
And they got old cups out there, and they're
Unless
just
you double
chilling
cupping.
and doing their thing, trying to be, you want, dude, what are you doing? And then I go drop them off, and I come back down, and they're doing the same shit, and they got their car all lights off and doing the thing. And it's like the other day I was driving down the street, and I saw it going right into Bevmo. So are you really watching the neighborhood, or are you the drunk dude that thinks he's running the neighborhood and going to go hang out with everybody on the side of the street and start drinking? Like,
Pretty
that's
much.
safe. Like, that's safe.
There's
Pretty
some
much.
tragic stories that have happened
Of course.
for people like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy to me.
You know,
But he's actually
Trayvon
kind of
Martin,
like
i.e.
misusing his power.
Yeah,
You know?
what I mean. It's just you're weird,
But
dude.
yeah,
he's
You know,
absolutely right.
You think you're I don't even know what you think you are at this point. Like,
Yeah.
are you the neighborhood drunk that just controls everybody, or
No, you're
what
a
are you
neighborhood
actually
drunk
doing?
that watches.
Yeah.
Pervertedly.
Absolutely, man.
Well, what you got, Lance?
What you got?
Man, I got
first?
interesting one. What do you guys think about? I got Brett Favre, man. What a weirdo, man.
Mr. Wranglers.
Let's I mean, we really get into it. Like it's disgusting what he did. And this is a city he grew
Right.
up in a
Right.
state he is from,
Right.
and to steal from. And mind you, Mississippi is the poorest state in the country
Yes.
per capita. Less amount of money they make, and so
Yes.
literally this man. And it was an accomplice he had. It was a former governor. What was his name? Let me see on my notes here. I think it was Bryant. Yeah, there it is, Bryant.
Governor Bryant.
Governor Bryant. They stole from the welfare system, basically.
Right.
Cashed in about $5 million. And the weird part about it is that it was for his daughter's volleyball college team for a new gym. So, defrauding all these people
To make
make
$5
a
million
new gym
for a volleyball gym.
for
How
his-
much did he
for-
make in
for
the
his-
NFL?
For his, it was over $100 million.
Oh, dude, he's worth a lot of money.
$110 million.
So he had
I
to
have the
steal
exact
five.
number.
But not only that, I mean,
$110 million.
But not only that, but if you look at Brett Favre's record about how he's been, I mean, don't forget about that whole massage scandal he was in.
I mean, he's
With the Jets.
But
That was
this
some
is
weird
just-
stuff right there.
Yeah,
Mississippi's been going through so much. We talked about the water thing.
I mean, he
last
should be
time,
ashamed of himself, bro.
It is- I mean, shouldn't he?
Anybody, because we all were, on the stimulus thing, and we had the EDD and everything else, and like there was points where like I could have used it longer, and I didn't because I was all right.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, and look where I'm not. It's not like I'm all right. It's not like I got his money.
Right.
But my point is, I don't leave it for someone that really needs it.
Yeah.
And like you said, for him to do that in his home state,
Right.
Yeah.
and to
And
screw
and
these
it's a
people out,
gym.
Yeah. And the assistance he had was from higher government levels. So
Well, of
for him
course,
to pull this off.
yeah, exactly.
It's
That's
like
the
we
weird
couldn't pull
thing.
it off.
No.
He had a powerful
Right.
connection to pull it off. So that was just so weird to me, man, this week and hearing that. Because I really loved Brett Favre, man.
I wouldn't say love.
I
but-
liked his
did.
game.
He was one of my favorite quarterbacks.
For sure.
I mean, he's funny. I mean, he was funny when you see the clips on everything. I mean,
Oh,
he
yeah.
says some funny shit when you see all the breakdowns
Like I
on
said,
him.
Mr. Wranglers.
All the mic clips on him,
You mean to tell
But
me he
for what
couldn't-
he does now, I mean, I have no. It's just despicable.
You
it's
can't
disgusting.
tell me in the 90s and 2000s you didn't run with Green Bay as your quarterback for Madden. You know what I mean?
I
Well,
definitely- I don't know. At that time, you still had Vic being fastest
What,
quarterback in
Tecmo
the
Bowl?
Right, so hold on. Now, I think you all too young for Tecmo Bowls.
Okay, so
Oh, I remember Tecmo
No,
Bowl.
but no, I remember Tecmo Bowl.
okay, so I guess getting into tech, let's go ahead and hit it with the tech verse thing. Y'all
Okay,
talking
let's
about
do it.
that? Tech verse is where we come to y'all live and direct with a new invention or something that's
Nice.
coming up or whatever, something that's just here now. And a couple things I definitely want to bring, to y'all awareness is NBA 2K.
Oh wow.
And Madden, the newest releases of it is just ridiculous.
Let me start off.
Oh, yeah,
one
please.
It's okay
Yeah, man.
with
Start that
Lance,
off,
the man
please.
over here.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit older than y'all, and I don't play them anymore. I mean, video games, but the video game I do play is TVG, where I bet the racehorses worldwide. That's my video game. And I know how lucrative it is, and with everybody playing video games now and everything in the gaming world. Right. And I did check this out, and I was amazed by it. I mean, it is so real. It's unbelievable. It's just everything you watch to what I used to play in. It's just like Contra. Up, down, left, right, BA, select, start for your 30 games.
You're talking about the NBA 2K 23. Yeah.
It's just ridiculous to what I used to play, like Tecmo Bowl and the whole Madden. I mean, I haven't probably played a video game in 10 years, but I can see where it is. But it's advanced so far, and the NBA put the button on it. That this is what we want everybody to look out, because it came out. It's EA Sports, right? That did it. Is that who did it, or who?
EA started it off. Yes.
Yeah. So there's the money game. I mean, the tournament game for them to play these games. I mean, I tell you
Twitch
what,
is
I was
going crazy with this right now.
Of course, as they should. I mean, I was really like, when I watched, I was like, damn.
Yeah, they're making
this is crazy, man. Like how much it's come to where you see that little figure when Bo would run all over everybody in Tecmo Bowl.
What's some of the new features that you've seen, Lance?
Well, Tecmo Bowl, that's funny, man. That was funny because it really is, man. I remember Nintendo, Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
I remember Contra. I remember the old school games that, really started off. And then I even remember, when it got to like the 98, 99, where we're talking, when you got, what's it called? Counter-Strike. You had Splinter Cell. You had like all those really cool games.
Medal of Honor.
Metal Gears of Solid.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid. You had a lot of Tom Clancy shooting games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we're talking before, Call of Duty was really
right. Call of Duty is, but I mean, as far as they came now, I mean, man, you got so many cool games, there's like League of Legends, World of Warcraft, there's a lot of things that are visually appeasing nowadays, and 2K 23 is just the next level of it, and it's been shit for a couple years now. You guys do know that, right?
But they definitely had to revamp it up because of that. They lost so many sales the last couple years.
I think they hit it right on the head because I was amazed by it.
Well, they got the sweat dripping off now, and they got it's like
you can take a picture that you already have on the internet, add it to the game, and then they get it right and everything for you.
Well, they do that with their creators too, and people who are invested in with Ronnie 2K and the whole 2K scheme there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They get their faces in the game already. So
mannerisms,
right? Yeah, their game, their jump shot. So it becomes a way interactive thing, and taking it online
and it's still another level.
Even with Madden's more free flowing. It just feels more like you have more control of the players and stuff like that. The hits are more intense and stuff.
Oh man.
Of course, it's always going to be quarterback receiver play. That's easy in the game because that's what the real life thing is pushing. But I also want to say with real stats and stuff.
Yeah, so that's really cool part about it.
That's the main thing that is hitting you with. It's changing gaming not just for now but later. So everything you do on a weekly basis matters in the game. Right. Kevin Durant was upset with his rating and stuff like that with 2K.
All of those athletes, they have an issue with their ratings. It's funny. It's like
no, they get really mad, especially with Madden. Madden has gotten a little bit fucking. No, I'm going to say it fucking out of control. They come out there, they got the shoes, and they sit there and talk, and the argument, and you did this, and it's like it's gotten to the point where it's
hilarious.
It is hilarious. Yeah. Because it really means a lot to them. There's a lot of people that play it.
Right.
Yeah.
You're talking Sega. What was it? Sega. Then it was Dreamcast and.
Yep,
actually, PlayStation 1.
You got some in between, so this is where I come in between. So you got Sega, you had Sega Saturn, you had Sega CD, Saturn. You had Sega Dreamcast. So you got a few other things, and all that was just morphing things into what it is now.
Right, yeah.
So when you turn on, or you can walk in a room, two people, if they have wireless controllers and you can't say anything, you think you're watching the real game.
Right. PlayStation 5, man, is...
Everything's realistic.
Computer games, everything. Yeah, it's really cool.
Madden,
man.
I'm telling you, man, it's
nostalgic, man. It's become a cultural thing now.
No, it really is a cultural thing.
It's everybody's.
And rest in peace to John Madden, man.
Definitely. You know what you want
because he left a great legacy, and people are still gonna
But see, what was great? They had a documentary on him. Oh yeah, and everybody taught. There's so many people just knew him from Madden. They didn't know about his broadcasting.
Oh yeah,
but no, they didn't know about his coaching. I'm talking. Everybody, a lot of generations just knew him from the game.
Yeah.
That
dude
was an icon.
He created so many different, I guess, geniuses throughout the league with his coaching.
Right.
You know, so it's kind of like what people are saying, no disrespect, what people are seeing Belichick do now was already done by Madden.
Yeah,
he only coached for 10 years.
Look at the mark he left.
And he's in the Hall of Fame. He has the
left.
highest winning percentage of any coach.
I mean, when it ain't that much of a tenure, but you're winning a lot, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, shoot, don't Cowboys be having some winning seasons but don't win? And let me just stop right there. Let's go ahead and hit y'all with the next heavy hitter punch.
Cowboys.
Let's go ahead and get this NFL recap going, man.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get the NFL recap going. So, of course, my team was
week
the
one,
only
week
team
one
throughout. You know, yes, week 1 week recap with NFL. My team at this table was the only one that won this week.
You played Atlanta, bro.
It doesn't matter. Division, rival,
you played
matters. So I'm rubbing it in with the Atlanta colors with my team.
Do we really need to get into this?
Yes.
Do you really want to get into this? You played Atlanta.
It's okay.
Marcus Mariota
It's a division game.
But you guys did win.
A win is a win. Can I say, did you guys' team?
Bro, I talked to you on the damn phone. You were scared like a 2-year-old that just got his toy stolen for me about the game, and now all of a sudden, did you see the great win?
I was like a kid on Christmas when that score was over. When that game was over, I was a kid on Christmas.
Oh man,
it's one game.
You guys got it. My team shit the bed. I can't say.
Oh no, but you know what's weird about that? They shit the bed every time in Miami.
In Miami,
they always lose in Miami.
The last six they lost in Miami.
Yeah, they don't win well in Miami. They don't travel there well. I don't know what it is.
And in New England.
And plus, I did say last week, Miami got something to prove, right? That's my underdog of the.
Okay, we got a long season going. If we're gonna go there, let's just talk about how I've been talking about for the
last 2 years.
The Raiders' offensive line is an utter debacle. And it's not going to get any better.
He's been talking about it so much. Lance called it before you even.
No, because it's the truth, and I know what I'm talking about. And you have these ignorant Raider fans that want to blame it on this or blame it on that. If Tom Brady was back there, you think he could be Tom Brady?
No, I don't. I would have been a bad,
absolutely
bad move.
No, that's the whole thing about when we sit there and we talk about what the whole thing about him maybe Brady going to there was no offensive line then. Yeah. There sure as shit isn't one now.
He wouldn't have had a Super Bowl,
and it's going to be strange to see what happens. I mean, it was entertaining. I mean, for me, the biggest recap for me is two things. Them boys from Detroit are going to be okay.
God, I know
they didn't cover, but they're going to be okay.
You did speak on
it. And the Bronco game. My God, that was fun to watch.
Game, man.
Okay.
No, but hold on. Let's talk about this. Here is one game.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
We know football. That time management with the clock was unbelievable.
First year coach, right?
Did not use none of those timeouts.
Unbelievable.
What is he doing?
Yeah.
And my bigger problem was when I got in a discussion with this when I was working the other day. It's like you paid Russell this $235 million.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And 4th and 5, you got to because it never should have got to the 4th and 5.
Well, you heard
him play the game.
You heard his he recanted what he said. He said after waking up, I said I probably should have went for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it's too late now. You got 3 timeouts left, and you burned them. I don't know. It was.
Well, that's why Russ left Seattle because Pete lost trust in him.
Well, looks like you didn't have the trust either right now, which is going forward. We'll see what happens. But
what about that tie in Indianapolis? Did you got what?
Yep, that's good. Yeah, hey man. I can see a lot going on with their running game. They
didn't look as great as you thought they did.
But here's the thing that was funny is like I went back and watched the last pod, him talk about the Colts and Matt Ryan, and then I picked him in my survivor pool.
Oh yeah,
because they were playing the Texans, and then I'm watching this, and I'm watching this, and I'm like, bro, this ain't good. I mean, and then they released the kicker.
Yeah, they had to.
Well, he missed one kick. It's one game. It's the first. Like we just said about everything else, but you sit back and look at it, and like the pool I was in was so bad. The dude's starting a new one because like 40 people. Because I'm telling you, I mean, you got the Niner game, with the Bears that came out and did. I mean, there was a lot of strange games this week.
Can I hit you with a little skip? How about them Cowboys? How about that?
Well, I love to watch that.
I mean, we might not be fans, but I'm sad to see Dak.
That was terrible.
I never wish injuries on anyone.
Yeah,
I want everybody to have a full healthy season.
Yeah,
but. Man,
that was. I mean, he was playing terribly before that anyway. So it wasn't.
Yeah,
they put up 3 points.
Right,
come on, man.
Mm-hmm. I read something today. They're the only team that didn't score a touchdown this week.
That's the truth.
Says a lot when they had what was the ranking in the offense? Like
number one, number two. Yeah. Well, they, I mean, it's Cowboys. That's what they do.
You seeing that CD Lamb is not a number one?
I don't know what they're going to do now.
With Cooper Rush?
Absolutely not.
You heard the speculation of Cam.
Yeah. Hopefully they bring him in.
But like we talked earlier, like he should have been signed already.
He should have been.
It's
the physical
Wednesday
doesn't
now.
take that long.
No, I mean they had him. They probably contacted him Sunday night. Let's be honest, in this day and age,
Absolutely.
and he should have been signed by yesterday. But
I got a sidebar NFL question. Do y'all see anybody giving Cap a chance? Any team?
no, that's done now.
Been done, yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
make sure, man.
I don't
Put a
think
cap
there's
on that.
another- Yeah,
Put a cap on that.
That's a dumb
Been
deal.
done.
Man.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as that guy, I mean, just Cooper Rush is going to be taking hell. We'll see.
And another thing too is the scheduling. Like I can't believe that the
Oh, yeah,
Chargers,
that was-
the Chargers just played the Raiders, which
Right.
to me for both teams that's still crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Chargers are going to be good. I'm not going to sit here and they have a good team. I mean,
Right,
the Raiders will figure it out, whatever. But then you play the Chiefs on tomorrow.
Right.
Like who's doing the scheduling in the NFL?
Well,
I mean,
Denver versus Seattle, and you got Carolina versus the Browns.
and don't forget about Watson when he comes back. He's got the
playing,
Texans.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to build that
Right.
that TV money
ratings,
up.
man.
No,
TV
I mean
ratings,
it's
man.
crazy how they do it. I mean, I would love to be a bug on the wall who does the scheduling.
Right.
Because for them to do what they did to the Chiefs, I mean to the Chargers more than the Chiefs because they blow it.
Chargers look good.
They do, but I mean, after that game, you're gonna go to Kansas City,
Yeah.
and play another rival back to back.
Back to back.
That
Same.
and that's what someone was saying that their schedule's weak and that division's bull. That division, that's some games right there.
Oh yeah. That's really some.
Who do you
games.
see winning it?
It's hard to call this
Exactly.
early.
I mean, I would probably.
Everything.
I mean, because I'm in a pool where you can take spreads.
Okay.
I'll probably take the Chargers.
The Chargers look good.
They look good. They got all the duck. They got everything. They look good.
I
They
seen
were
a lot
firing
of
on cylinders.
preseason Chargers Super Bowl predictions.
Yeah, I mean there was a lot, but I mean since you just brought up preseason, do you think that there was a lot of quarterbacks this week that did not do good, and they didn't have any series in preseason? What's your feeling on preseason players like stars playing?
I look at it like this. I think a lot of the guys should play in some preseason games. Look at Tom Brady. He plays in a couple preseason games just to get his feet wet because, it's actually a game that you're playing that means something. It's not preseason, but, you're filling another team.
And a couple series won't hurt.
Yeah, but, and you look at all the fights and practices now that they've been doing so many joint practices.
Right, exactly.
That's where they've been doing, instead of preseason so much, they go into the joint practices.
Yeah.
So, and then you got all these. So I think preseason's really good for players that are trying to establish their rhythm because that's what all sports is, boxing, football.
Well, of course, and everybody knows that practice rhythm's a lot faster than game rhythm.
Absolutely, man.
And I mean Aaron didn't do well.
Clearly.
Joe Burrow didn't do well.
And it would've helped them a lot.
Aaron does that every year.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
and
they
he
always
should have
lose that
definitely
game.
made a difference this year because he had more rookies and stuff.
Well,
More
he
people
didn't.
we
But
need
see,
to
he's
get
one of the few
more
that didn't go to
familiarity with.
OTAs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, when I read it, it was Brady, which whatever. I get it.
Well, he had a lot of
That's the
stuff
reason.
going
Yeah,
on,
he's
man.
taking care of his life. Then you had Murray, that was going through the contract process, and you had Aaron. Every other quarterback went to OTAs, and it just shows where Aaron's at. Then he came out with the statement: the receivers, well, you need to be running the ball with them, bro.
Seriously.
So.
Right. Hey, what do you think? I'm going to end our recap with what do you think about that? Your tight end's contract.
Well, I think it's great for him. I'm very happy for the man. I'm
Little team
glad-
friendly.
Yeah, I'm glad he's doing well, and this is another team friendly, and I get it. But
Yeah.
where is an offensive line? I mean, that's my thing.
you need skilled
2 years
players
going on
too,
3 years,
but-
I
folks. 2 years
understand,
going
and they
3
have a
years
bunch
with
of them
that
now, but
question.
it's.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't know, man.
Before I get really frustrated.
What we doing next,
And Mastermind
Pete?
won't
All
invite me back to the studio.
So let me go ahead and hit y'all with another haymaker and stuff like that.
Okay, what we doing?
All right, so this route is going to take a little sensitive toe and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
We each had a near and dear friend of us that lost his life.
That tone.
You
Gotcha.
know, rest in peace, Rakim. Everybody else knows him as
Rest in
PNB
peace.
Rock.
R.I.P.
For all y'all, definitely want to ask the question, which is being a rapper the hardest profession right now?
Man. I'll go first.
Yes, I
it's
need you to go
definitely-
first, Lance. 'Cause
Well,
this
I
is-
knew PNB a little bit. I didn't know him as well as you did, but worked with him. I had the pleasure to work with him a couple times. So amazing in the studio. true professional, solid. His story in particular is a very sad one.
Very.
But it is the times we're living in, and unfortunately, rappers, you make a mistake and that will cost your life. So, I think a lot of people say, right now in LA, it's a very, tough place to be and very dangerous place to be, and especially, being an artist wearing jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
You have $100,000 worth of jewelry on your neck and you're eating at Roscoe's, and no diss against them, and I understand, but security has to play a part in this if you're really going to be moving like that. So
I'll go ahead and also, not to cut you off, sorry, I'll go ahead and tell the backstory of it because a lot of people didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
He had a flight to catch.
Yeah, he did.
So the reason why he was in that area eating, because he had a flight to catch to Miami to perform at 4.
Yeah, 4.
So while this situation's going on at 1:30 p.m., he's only 30 minutes away from going to catch his flight and everything. So
he probably slid in with his girl to grab a bite to eat real quick and get off to the airport.
And the unfortunate thing now that I'm seeing is like, dang, we can't even post anything on the internet. There's too much hate going on. You can't even share location, share location, but just
that's what did it though. Unfortunately, and his girlfriend, his baby mom, is getting so much, repercussion.
Yeah,
so much hate from that.
It's extremely sad.
It is.
It's also
familiar.
Social media is just that, and the regular media is really ruined this country, I think. And I hate to say that, but it's the truth. But world, you're right. And the thing is, someone taped it happening.
Yeah, that was the sickest part about it.
Angers me so much.
What they do.
That if you were that close, you could have stopped it. You could have caught them. Done something. But you have to be there to get your moment.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Yeah, your 15 minutes. Like, I posted it. Like, come on, man. Another human being just got jacked for his jewelry. It was an amazing artist.
Absolutely.
Broad
day.
Broad day, just shot and get robbed. And it's
has a child.
And like when I discussed this with you guys, we will never know if it's really social media that they found him, or if it goes back to like the movie Casino when Nikki Santora is doing the whole jewelry heist and gets the calls from the hotels. Oh, this is a good one. Come down here. It's not. We don't know what happened. The thing is, they're being targeted.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Completely.
And not only that, people in general.
General.
You've seen so many times in Sherman Oaks, someone got, they followed him home in the range, robbed him.
Right.
Some dude over in Sherman Oaks walked out with 10,000, robbed him. It's just going on everywhere, and you just can't be. It's unfortunate you can't be flashy.
True. Beverly Hills, you're sitting down eating dinner, and they're coming up to you, outdoors, and they're taking your watch and taking everything you got. It's become the true essence of the Wild West.
I just don't know. It needs to stop, obviously, but how do we stop it?
How do you stop it?
How do you stop it?
Does it take a lot of artists to say, "Hey, we're not going to perform in these cities and stuff," and stop the income?
Well, you could do that,
but that's going to block a lot of their income
and revenue
for
the
sure,
city and the state itself.
For sure, and you can't turn on your fan base, especially in a city like Los Angeles. Really, what will stop it is these guys moving more militant and having security with them.
Yeah,
if you're going to have that amount of jewelry and money on you, then you need to have somebody protecting you as an asset.
Right.
At the whole time. Like, it doesn't matter if you're going for a quick dinner or a shot to the airport. Like, these people are preying on you.
And they don't care how cool, how nice, how down to earth you are, clearly, because he was the coolest, nice, generous.
Well, and the little reports are that it was a 16, 17-year-old kid that did it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I killed P&B Rock. Oh,
and people were trying to go viral for that too.
It's just good luck with your life now, kid.
Right.
It's just
same thing with Eric Holder. Those guys,
it needs to stop. And who was the rapper today that came out and says we don't wear jewelry in LA?
Oh yeah, it was Ice-T. He came out. He said Ice Cube. He was like, if you look at all the guys in history, as far as hip hop and rap music goes, we didn't wear big chains and jewelry around because it's so dangerous in Los Angeles with the gang culture, and
your own kind of hate on you.
The thing really, it's like for rappers, I understand both sides. For rappers, this is a trophy, meaning I've worked my butt off to get out of the situation. I come from the same situation you were in, and now I've worked my butt off. I've made money, and I'm buying something to, signify my my wins, my wins in life. Exactly. So that's their angle of it. So this is why they purchase these chains, for the people that don't understand why rappers get these big gaudy chains. And then so for somebody to come and take it from you, it's the ultimate disrespectful move in their culture. So for P&B Rock, unfortunately, he probably didn't go for it, and that resulted in him losing his life. and him getting his jewelry and watch taken anyway. So that's why, I would tell rappers, hey, give it up, man. You're not going to look soft. You'll have your life after. And that's the biggest point to make with it,
right.
in those stories.
Right.
Especially in broad day, man. They got the drop on you. You're in Roscoe's eating with your girl, bro. Give it up.
Just give it up.
Give it up.
Yeah. Just give it up.
It's like they got the drop, bro.
It's not worth it.
The thing is, sometimes too, it's like, why didn't even you have to drop that on the ground?
Yeah, his girl did.
He didn't. Yeah,
Roscoe's. It's
catching a meal before we catch a flight.
Girls do it, man.
No, I know.
Pop Smoke, Jada Youngin. Man, we must go on. We all the names we can name of people that locations got dropped and things happened. So unfortunate though, but R.I.P. PNB.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Sure.
R.I.P. bro.
Definitely
Will be missed, man.
For sure, man.
We're gonna go ahead and switch things back up a little bit.
Speed things back up a little bit.
Yes, speed things back up a little bit and hit him with the. Sorry, I just wanted to get that out. Let's go ahead and hit him with.
Do it again. 15 Let me see it again. Let me see it again.
Let's go ahead and hit him with the 15 minutes of fame, man.
Okay.
Everybody go round robin. I'll start this off. My 15 minutes of fame person or people would be the Island Boys. They came, they didn't see anything, and they didn't conquer nothing.
Oh, man.
All they cannot do is go anywhere because anytime they go somewhere, people are challenging them, people are snatching their change, people are provoking them to, be combative and stuff like that. And honestly, all that over just one meme. It's not like they put any music out, no product out, no merch.
It was a clip.
No, it was just a whole situation with no brains behind
in the pool. Yeah.
And then they just,
They took over on Clubhouse too. They
For
did
a
some
time
Clubhouse
period.
stuff, yeah.
I guess that's a part of their 15 minutes.
That built it up.
I guess that's part of their 15 minutes.
Emrod, did they? I mean, I know you're a Clubhouse guy.
He didn't see no Island Boys.
They were arguing
that just puts everything.
Well, look,
perspective.
listen, they were a lot of shit. A lot of their stuff went viral, arguing with like Whack 100 and other rap artists because they came out saying that Hot Boy, Kodak Black, they're all from Jacksonville. That's where the Island Boys. So they all were saying that they were snitching. Island Boys. So then they got in arguments on Clubhouse, and it kind of built their, their rep up to.
And a lot of people use them on TikTok and stuff like that because they were just a living meme.
Well, did you hear the accusations of their manager on No Jumper? Jesus.
Not all of them.
Oh man, I mean there was nothing like it's nothing wrong with it, but there was gay rumors, there was like incest things, like they were. It gets deep in that. It
gets deep,
but it's
sound like weirdos too.
They are.
They weird. They weird. I guess we can add
15
that to
minutes. They made a couple million off of content and stuff they did. They were featured in some videos. Did some.
They did.
They
we'll probably see them in some celebrity boxing getting their asses whooped. You never know.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, you never know.
They probably got an OnlyFans too. They get money on.
Yeah, they probably
do. What about you, Joe?
What you got for us?
Well, no, I mean, my whole thing is this last week, in 3 different sporting events, you had people that did outlandish stuff. The big YouTuber, what's his name again?
Gideon.
Oh,
yeah.
This dude is getting a haircut at the U.S. Open. And I know he likes to do that. He's got a name, but it's
he's
like...
done it a couple times.
It's just like, why? Like, and he's more than a 15-minute fame guy, but you just watch it. It's just like the other ones, it's like at the Rams game, DXE Animal Rights.
Yeah.
Ran onto the field, had the pink, rocket or whatever, the smoke, and it's like, there's other ways to get out there and get your rights seen, and you don't have to that's the 15 minutes fame to me is these people. And this is like this dude at the LSU Southern game. I don't know if anybody saw that clip. He's out there on the field and messing with. It's like, bro, you're gonna look back on this in 10 years and go, what a dumbass I am because I was drunk when I was a kid in college. But I mean, the biggest one to me is I don't have the names, but in Super Bowl 56, the guy that ran onto the field and got caught, and they arrested him, whatever. There was a bet somewhere made that someone ran on the field, and they put down a big amount of money. I was thinking, me and Lance remember this.
Yeah, I remember this.
I mean, it was like 150 to 200 grand if it hit.
Yeah.
So when you look at it that way, that was all fixed.
Right.
We talk about fixing in sports and on bets. Bro.
That's hella fixed.
And though that's always to me is the 15 minutes fans when these guys do outlandish little things like in sporting events especially.
Right.
It just drives me nuts.
Yeah.
And not only that, but you can't stop it with all the security at the game.
They do it so slickly, man, and
I don't know how they could do it.
There's so many things going around, and it's like,
well, they need to put more security or something, because one day it's not going to be a joke.
I'm going to tell you how they do it, bro. Listen, this is how they do it. They watch these guys like Airac and these guys on YouTube that literally their channels based off of
right. No, I get that.
And committing these, these type of acts where they jump. I mean, if you look back, they jumped on the baseball field a couple weeks back. That had a couple million views on his channel.
Yeah.
So.
I wonder how much they're making off of those viral moments.
Oh man,
because if you're getting hit the way they getting hit, it must be worth it.
Right.
Yeah.
Dental plans included, hospital bills, all that.
Yeah. I hear that, man.
What you got for us,
I got. I'm gonna do we discussed it briefly, but I think I'm gonna do Top Notch Idiots. Like I like the channel. And their YouTube channel, for who don't know, it's Opto. These guys, they go on the street and they perform these pranks, but they do it in very dangerous situations where guns get pulled, knives get pulled.
Bro, I've seen it.
Tell them about the most recent one they did.
Bro, man, they tried to jack a car, and this is in Los Angeles. He lives in Los Angeles, so he's going to like downtown LA, like all these crazy.
No, I've seen
areas.
it, dude. That dude's got some. I mean. Well, you got to have a screw loose,
and he jumps in the cars and locks the doors behind himself, and expects to them just pound on the door, and like I get out of my car, and this guy, his door didn't lock, so he popped the door open, swung on him, beat him up, pulled him out of the car, pulled the gun, and the security came and they detained him. So
and pulled the gun on him
almost killed him, man. And so it's like these guys. Even though they're making some money right now, those channels won't last, man. I mean,
but it's not always about the money when you're doing stuff.
That's 15 minutes.
What I'm saying?
Like,
that's 15 minutes for free.
Yeah,
for sure,
that's what
bro,
I'm trying to. It's like that's not gonna last, bro. Or he's gonna get killed.
Is that a dumb, like an extreme version of Jackass?
No,
he's becoming a jackass by doing that stupid stuff.
I think
man.
That's just. I don't even know how to describe it.
Jackass is more stunts. This is more just.
This guy's just.
I mean, if you're gonna mute me on what I think something is, then it's got to be really bad. Right. Because I mean, Jackass, they knew it was all taped. It was fun. It was different. They weren't hurting everybody. Everybody was involved with.
They started off with shopping carts. For
but everything was involved in it. This dude is just, they call it. Guerrilla theater.
Yeah,
what it is when I went to school, we would go out to the the courtyard or whatever where all the food marks and we would do scenes in front of people, and I remember we had some big problems a couple times, but that's what the instructors wanted us to do.
Yeah,
that's what they're doing. They're just going for it, and it's going in, and it's not good.
What were you saying? Our buddy Ferret was telling you about the acting scene now, and how people are just kind of behind the scenes doing.
It's.
Because that's very interesting, man. A lot of people don't understand that.
You had an agent, you went to go audition, you did your thing, and that was that, and they would get the call. And now they do this whole taping, and I'm sure Mastermind does plenty of it because he is the man, and he takes care of a lot of people, and he is a great actor. But it's just changed so much now that they're not. Casting directors are going to acting coaches, they're going to acting institutions, they're going to acting schools to find talent because they're having such a problem now because people are just going ahead and they'll audition instead of doing 2 takes like you would do in a regular audition. I mean, usually you do 1. You'd be lucky if you do 2. If you do 3, it looks good.
Right.
Then you have your callback. Now you got people out there doing 58 takes for 2 scenes, 2 lines.
Well, isn't that
and then turning it in, and then they get to sit like.
Isn't that
where's my mark? What am I going to do? You know what I mean? If they're not ready to go, and it's been a very frustrating process.
Isn't that the social media scene? Like,
these
guys are blowing up off of that. So it's
but see, that's the thing, aren't they? They are
15 minutes. Huh?
15 minutes.
Right.
15 minutes. I mean, that's the whole thing. Everybody thinks they can make a movie and do everything, and it doesn't work like that.
Right.
I mean, it's a lot of work, and you got to be prepared to do it and go on with it.
I hear that, man.
That was a nice flip you put on there, by the way. I appreciate that.
Of course, bro.
Lance the man is always.
He threw it out there. I like that. That was a good one for. I like
that for you. We're gonna bring him in the basketball. It's all good.
What are we getting into?
So now we about to go ahead and bring in the left hand haymaker. I don't know why that came out the way it did, but I'm about to hit y'all in between the lines with the left hand haymaker.
Left hand haymaker.
Left hand haymaker in between the lines, man.
Okay.
In between the lines, man. Okay. Also, this one I want to spice things up a little bit. Let's go ahead and talk about street food, street trucks, food trucks, things of that nature and stuff like that. Because I like to eat. And I like assortments of different foods, whether it's at a game or it's like Pasadena has different like alleys where it's different trucks and stuff like that. But I venture into different things do y'all.
Right on. We're in Los Angeles. I mean, you got to say that.
Right.
Well, I think we should first bring up that, what is it called? Street food?
Street food.
The Netflix documentary.
Great documentary on Netflix. Yeah. It was amazing to watch.
It really was. They got the background stories of these families and stuff. And
I really think it touched you as a human being.
Did.
You know?
It's an awesome series. They do Los Angeles, New York, a bunch of different
cities. They did New Orleans. They were all over the place.
And who's the gentleman that's doing it again?
In Hawaii.
It's Netflix.
It's on Netflix. It wasn't. No, that's what it was. It wasn't a show. It was just.
They're doing different episodes.
It was just a show. They had
5
different segments. I watched them all, and I was really touched by it. And the thing about it is, when you heard food truck where I grew up at, it was like Roach Coach or this or that. Or there's a scene on Friday about eating off
Friday.
Next Friday eating off the and you look at it.
You know, he stopped at my gas station and used the restroom, right?
Who did?
Pops on Friday. He stopped at that's where he had to blew it up.
Mr.
John Witherspoon, rest in peace. Also one of my neighbors.
But street coach, huh?
Yeah, I mean, they would call him Roach Coaches. I never had a problem with him, but the thing is now, I think it's changed so much is because they all have to have permits. They have the health department. They have everything that goes on. But the biggest thing to me is, for me going to a regular restaurant, that food is made with passion.
Oh, man, absolutely.
It's made
Street
with pride.
Food, absolutely.
You have recipes that have come down from generations.
Absolutely.
And you can taste it.
Yeah.
Taste the love in it, man.
I worked in restaurants for a long time. You have Emrod. Dude, you know how it is. Some of these cooks don't give a shit.
No, man.
They're just back there doing whatever. But when you go to one of these, and I mean, a while back, I was in Canoga, and I was with a friend of mine from work, and we were going to the bar, and he goes, "Well, I want to try these. You have any of the street tacos?" I know, bro. Those things were so fire, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, man.
They had nothing. They were on the corner, all set up. Yeah. Unbelievable how good they were. And the thing about that documentary is to see what happens in the past. It's just unbelievable. Like,
it really is. Generations.
Generations.
I love the backstories behind who incorporated it first, and then the little twist that they add on to it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, they've done. I mean, like I said, I think why so many people are turned off by it was because of the health stuff. But now, I mean,
it's embedded in Los Angeles culture. I mean,
it is.
A lot of people would rather, eat street food than go to restaurants, and it's because there's just it's the melting pot of this city is just crazy, man. You can get Filipino food, Armenian food. You can go get Southern food. You can get Chinese food over here. Mexican tacos, Central American stuff. It's like it's nonstop, man.
Persian food.
Yeah, man.
I've seen a lot of different.
You can get whatever you want. And the thing is, the quality is so much better. Right. And you don't have to deal with a bunch of BS. And I don't go to them as much as I should because I'm not one of those people that want to go drive. I like to cook at home more than anything, or to a restaurant here and there. But
these times are like that.
Yeah,
now,
you know what I mean. But the thing is, it's just like I should go to more, but sometimes they're a pain to get to.
We'll try one. We'll go
to a couple of them. Yeah,
I'm
always doing that I can introduce y'all to.
Yeah, I know. I mean, just like I said, I was more amazed about the documentary and how well it was made. And I think when we talk about in between lines, there's always that line about the health stuff.
Right.
But it's just bad in restaurants.
Right.
And I think it's more of people look down on a little bit.
Yeah.
But the one in New Orleans, you need to check it out because I know how you like soul food. The crawfish boils they had, this guy had, he said 200 to 300 pounds a day.
Yeah, man.
Fresh.
These.
I mean, that's some passion right there, brother, to do that.
It's
and
their
that's
own
why
business.
they do well.
It's their own business.
He supplies the demand for
every
sure.
day they're waking up to make money off of their business. So this is why the passion's there. And definitely, man, you're totally right. Me growing up, the food trucks were all a front for selling drugs.
Yeah, well, that happened too. That's always
Mr. Ice Cream Man that was coming by in the evenings.
Didn't have barely any.
That was always. I mean, that's always going to be the case with those things.
Funny.
Sometimes the people in the back of the head, but it's just like.
That was a good one.
That is a good one, but it's the truth. I know too. Everybody knew, dude. Everybody knows.
Charlie, he knows what's going on.
And it's just, I think it's an amazing
Michigan
thing.
Boy. There ain't a lot of food trucks, but the ones that there are,
right.
They definitely are flipping something out of there.
Yeah, they're doing something.
Man.
Just like every time you walk down Ventura Boulevard, you see all these furniture stops or lamb shops. Come on, bro, you're doing something else because they're like every 2 blocks. There's one of them.
The mattress
chandeliers
shops.
and
exactly.
everything.
Who's buying all these mattresses that you have a whole store and you got a whole display case and display floor of mattresses that nobody's buying? What are you guys doing? Yeah, for sure. You see it.
I mean,
all the
not
time.
too many stores last on the boulevard. So the fact that those stores that ain't selling anything is lasting, they got something else. They got something else coming out of the back door for sure.
Right.
Hey, I hear that, man. In between the lines, huh?
That was our In Between the Lines, ladies and gents. And let's go ahead and hit them with something, for the week. This is something I want to bring on new.
Okay.
You bring something on new. So let me have a pet peeve of yours. Let the audience know one of your pet peeves. Give them a little insight on who Rizat in his eye is. Just one. Just one.
All right, bro. You know what? This is going to be intense.
Hey.
And I'm going to tell you, there's one thing that pisses me off.
Grinds his gears.
More than anything.
Hey, what did he say last week? Grind his gears?
Yeah, grind his gears.
That's one thing that pisses me off. And it's a pet peeve of mine. I'm a dog owner, okay? Mm-hmm. I always pick up his shit all the time. There's been times like the bag fell out of my pocket and I went and got it. I went back to the house. I'm 2 blocks away. Go back there and pick it up and throw it away. I wear nice shoes, bro.
Yes, sir.
I wear a lot of Jordans. I wear nice, and I take care of them. Now, when I step in shit, oh boy, I get mad.
Somebody got held to pay.
I'm trying to make this G-rated.
With the Ultimate Warrior shaker.
Dude, I explode.
Yes.
I am pissed.
I love it
because
too.
now I got to go clean them, and I got to try to get them back where they're not where I got to smell shit. Bro, I'm telling you, anybody who doesn't do that, you know what? You just need to look at yourself as a human being, what you're doing to other people. That's your job as a dog owner.
And it's disrespectful to the city,
so
man.
that is mine. I'm going to calm down a little bit now. I don't want to get Emrod upset. I don't want to get Charles upset. I don't care about you two as much. I don't want to care about you two as much because we're
turn the Fireburner down on that one a little bit.
I'm telling you. So,
well,
pick up your shit.
Hey, that's a good one.
What you got, Lance?
On the spot, I got this, man. I really don't like is when you hold the door for somebody and they don't freaking
before I could get there.
Like, I'm like, bro, can you say thank you? Like, at least just acknowledge me. Or like, if I break and I'm driving and I break and so I let you go, can you please just throw your hand up and say thank you? Like little stuff like that.
Like the motorcycle guys.
I'm not gonna let people rent space in my head, right?
Of course.
That. But at the same time, it's like, come on, man. And women do it all the time, because I was taught growing up.
Yeah.
Open the door for people behind you, and let them slide in. And thank you. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, you do that, and I really want to just grab them, pull them back out, and shut the door and go in and let them open it themselves. But
well, no, I mean, he's totally
common
right.
Courtesy and common sense is not so common.
Hello and thank you go a long ways.
So long.
Right.
Yeah.
It goes a long ways, and I had an experience. I told you about the post office. I'm not gonna bring it up because
right.
And I was fuming after that, dude. I did nothing wrong. I was trying to be a gentleman. That's the problem. Is like it goes back to where we're at now with generational things. They don't understand it, but I mean, he's exactly right. That's one of mine too. That just
you raised right, you do right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what that is. I was raised the same way.
About
My grandfather would smack me in the back of the head if he was around, not to open the door for a woman.
Right.
Yeah.
Where you at, P?
Mine. Ooh, I guess this one's gonna make me a little angry too, like Joe. Just not as but I guess this is a double speak thing when it comes to this. I hate how misleading being kind can be in today's age.
Oh, yeah.
We all are grown. We know what flirting is. We know what being nice is. And we need to stop misleading people that misleads the situation.
True.
I'm so tired of manipulating individuals, because I'm not going to say it just comes from one gender. It comes from all. I hate it. I hate it so much with a passion. And I just don't like it. Like, somebody can't say, oh, you look nice. Oh, you smell nice, without you thinking that they want you or whatever. I tell, hey, man, what cologne is that, bro? Oh, that smells great, man. I'm okay. Oh, your perfume smells really nice. That doesn't mean that I want your number. I didn't even ask you your name.
Right.
So can we please stop misleading this whole nice and flirting? You know what flirting is. We grown.
Right.
You know what being nice is. You know what the line in between is.
Gotcha.
Just don't hit me in between the lines. Seriously, man.
Hey, man, tell them where they can find us at, brother.
Man, so please and thank you. Go ahead and at Compadres for not just the YouTube, but the Instagram. That's at COMPODRES.
Gotcha.
For the Instagram and the podcast.
Gotcha, man. Where you at, Rizat?
I'm at Rizat in the Hizat.
Ooh, yes.
All day. And
it's Instagram, huh?
Yeah.
Hit him,
and you know what? A big shout out to Mastermind Media again. So.
Always, man. Always. Get your mind right.
And our man Charlie, man. Drop it for that. That's good to
appreciate you guys,
bro. Definitely. we do got TikToks now too, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, same handles,
yes,
right?
yes,
Same
yes,
handles,
yes.
same handles. I am _Ilson. That's at Instagram. And like P said, compadre, COMPODRES. Follow us there. Like, subscribe, and then
Spotify.
Hit Joe's DMs,
please
and
do.
his comments.
Please do.
So we can have something to talk about when
They're gonna go on about this again. See how they try to double team me?
Please
Hit 'em.
do.
Haymaker
Everybody,
style.
hit him up.
While they sit here and
leave
duck and
stuff.
dive all over the
Blow
place.
his phone up, so he's like,
Dive or ducker or diver, whatever you want to call them. That's what they
Don't
are.
be ducking and diving, Joe.
Ducking and diving. That's what
man,
they do.
word
He will
up.
find you.
Hey, and just like
Man, and just like that, compadres, we gone.
what? We gone.
See you next week.